Hello, hello, this is Jillibling. How are you today? I have a project I'd love to share with you using the stamp set Sweet as a Peach. And this is cased almost exactly from Julie Gilson, stampinggala.com. Thank you, Julie, for sharing. I made just a few little changes, and this one together is so quick. I thought it would probably take a few days to get there, and of course I like to do different ideas, but it's very easy. This is Heat Emboss, and I'll show you about getting the two different colors on the peach. So, Sweet as a Peach, great words in here, and it can be peaches on the branch or flowers on the branch. I tried that, I'll show you that in just a minute. Versamark, Pear Pizzazz, Pale Papaya, Calypso Coral, and Balmy Blue. So, we'll give these things a try. So, let's start from the bottom of the card and work up. This is Calypso Coral. It's so nice that on the back of the designer papers, Stampin' Up! Tells me what colors, hey, use these colors. And next is just a layer right here. It's nice when things go together so easy like this. I had a project I was working on and it did not go together at all. I've never scrapped a project, but that one I did. Then after that, it was like I was mad at my stamping room and I didn't want to come in here. I was teasing friends saying, yep, I'm on strike, but I have things I need to get done. So it was really nice to have the opposite with this project today. Adhesive remover. Because I know I'd be getting everything stuck in that. Okay, a little bit on the inside. This is Pale Papaya. Okay, designer paper. This is the Peach designer paper. Here, I have the exact name of it. I'll find that here in just a minute. It is You're a Peach designer paper. Very nice. Okay, so this piece is going to go here. Cut that. This is inside. So when you go to cut this, this die, I didn't mention the dies that we're using in the embossing folders. Metal Moments, it's a set of 2 embossing folders. And the first one, I used this one, and it has butterflies on it and just little leaves. Nice background, perfect for this. For the word labels, Tasteful Labels, and then this edge die is Basic Borders, and they all look fun. But this is what Julie used, and I really like it. So when you go to run this through, I'd suggest putting a little bit of washi tape to hold it in place, and make sure that this amount equals this amount right over here. And then make sure that you have the same amount right here at the bottom as over here. This one I think I did a little bit crooked, and I kept trying to pull it off and straighten my paper. I think I did this crooked. So first thing, because this is going to be die cut for that nice little shape at the bottom, and then after that we're going to texture it. If you were to texture it first and then go to die cut it, you would flatten out all of this, this embossing, all these little leaves, butterflies and flowers along the bottom, because the die would smush it so hard you would smush out the detail. So therefore, die cut first. Just like that. And then after it's die cut, put it in the embossing folder. It's right here. This one is the second in Meadow Moments embossing folder. And It's more texture just on this side and then a few dots kind of lightly scattered, less as we go down, and a few leaves scattered. So just think, where would you like the most texture? And I want it up along this flat side. So there it is. And this card was done landscape. This one I'm going to try to do portrait. So I will put this on, and I'm going to use dimensionals to raise it up just for a little bit of interest. We have a little white border going around the outside edge for this piece of white texture paper, and then also for the designer paper. Okay, white embossing powder is for the words. This is for the words. Let's do words. So I want to do in here, I did the thanks so much, and I was about to choose one of the smaller little phrases, but because I'm doing the heat embossing, sometimes these words are not as clear as I wish them to be. Therefore, I'm going to choose the larger words for the outside. These would be great. They'd be great on the inside, but I didn't pull out a die to match those. I have a die for happy birthday. Happy birthday it is. There it is. We'll do it with Versamark, and then put it into white embossing powder. Embossing powder is right here, and my big tub is out somewhere, so we'll just use a piece of scratch paper. Guess who was playing with this stamp set earlier today? Aren't those little flowers cute? I think I want to do that on the inside of this card because the designer paper is flowers. Flowers, peaches, they all go together, right? Should have used my embossing buddy. After I get embossing powder on a paper, I throw it away, always. I don't like the granules. Okay, so I'm going to use the heat tool and heat this. Oh, sounds like Tony's home. Okay, so it's in here, but I want to do that fancy little thing I've been doing. Go on, Bo, you could go out. I left the door open. Okay, so just like that, take your bone folder while it's still in here. Just go along the edge. I've been doing this a lot lately. It's my new favorite thing. One day I'll slow down. Not yet. Okay, there it is. Now it's extra paneled. Isn't that cool? So this will go on right here. And then when it comes to this, because I did the peaches on this one, the 3 peaches, I want to try doing something with this. And the dies, they come separate. So this one, where's the stamp? Fits the leaves. And then the flowers or the peaches perfectly fit into these little gaps. And there's a die separately for those. So this one could cut out, that's dirty. This one can cut out the peaches, and then this one can cut out the flowers. Just like that. And then you could put them right on here. And you have to do them separate because I tried first stamping, well, I'll show you. I tried stamping the leaves And then put the, here, let me just show you. So here is pear. Okay, pear. And then next, let's do the flowers. And balmy blue. Here's the flowers. So the big one is going to go at the bottom. So get lined up. Okay, that looks great. But if you were to take this and cut it out, you would cut through the flowers. So you stamp them separate. Stamp once the leaves. I'm a visual person, so I'm assuming you're a visual person. Okay, so you do the leaves first. Then on a separate paper, do the flowers. Okay, oh, and there's the cutest little thing. Let me show you. This right here is a flower center. I'll hold this up. It adds just the right amount of detail to the center of those flowers. Is it focusing? There we go. So, back to what I was saying. So if you cut out all this right here, you're going to cut through the flowers. That's not good. So if you do them separate, you cut out the leaves, then you cut out the flowers. The flowers can lay right on top, and these little gaps intended for flowers or peaches. So I tried that. And I didn't do very good die cutting. I would end up trimming this, but I think I'm not going to use it, but I want to show you what it looks like. So these are the peaches cut out, separate, individual. And then these are the flowers cut out. So you can have a lot of fun with this, or you can interchange it. I think this looks best plain. So for this project, I want to do the leaves and the peaches, and I cut them out. I fussy cut them just because I didn't like how that other was going together. So this I'll put here, but there's a lot of versatility to this bundle. That could go there. And then, gotta have a double bow. It's all gone. Okay, so, and I have a video on doing double bows if you want a double bow. It was one of my very first videos. It's way down at the bottom. Okay. So there is a bow. Okay, so that will go about right here. That went together fast. So I'm going to attach this right to the middle. So I'm going to put glue under here and a dimensional under there. Oh, I wanted to show you how I did those peaches. I'll show you one of the big ones, and then we'll attach it. Okay, so to do the multicolored peaches, take two similar colors. I think these two are great complements for the peach. And clean off your hard as a rock. Okay, so let's get that cleaned. Okay, so go into the lighter color, strength, then take a dauber into the darker color. And this is Pale Papaya and Calypso Coral. And on the dauber, it's probably easier to see it if I have it on the white. Just go around the edges. In your first pass, because the dauber is loaded with ink, it will have a really strong effect, but the more that you do it, the softer it will become. And I'm picking up a little bit of ink from right here. And if I keep bringing that around, it will make it softer and softer. And if you're holding it, you can't see as well. If it's on white paper, you could see it a little bit better. And I'm just thinking where the shadows are, it's going to be a little bit darker. Then, when you stamp it, it has multicolor. Isn't that cool? So, now that you know how to do that, and there's a die for this larger peach. Now when you look at these, you could see the two different colors on each one of them. And also, where is the sample? You could see the different colors on these. Fun technique. Okay, back on task. So, glue under here and a dimensional on that one corner. Liquid glue. Just a little bit. I want it to dry fast. Oh, my raised panel thing came out kind of fancy. Okay, so right in the middle. Okay, that's going to go on with the glue dot. So now these, I want this to be dimensional. So dimensionals on my fussy cut peaches. Miranda, thank you for your comment on, you fussy cut so good. Thank you. Takes a little bit of time, but you know I don't mind doing it. As long as I don't have to do a lot of it, it's okay. Some people do not like coloring. Some people do not like cutting. You know, I think I need maybe a few more minis. Oh, and Cynthia, you mentioned, where do you get those dimensionals? They're so much better than Stampin' Ups because you don't have to take the paper off. They are Stampin' Up. There's a video on that. All I do is I put packing tape over it, and then I don't have to remove that little paper protector. And you know, I find those things everywhere. I got into my husband's truck this weekend. Guess what was on the floor? Dimensional backs. How did that happen? I haven't been in his truck for weeks. Okay, that is good. So this one, coming from the sky, and I'm going to put it down just lightly because I want this one to maybe tuck underneath it a little bit. It's like a continuation of this branch. I like how it's draping over here, but I want to hide the stem. How about that? Okay, so now the double bow will go on with a glue dot. Now to trim this thing. It's a little crazy. Okay, looking good. So on this one, notice these little dewdrops? Those are, I have the paper right here, Silver and Clear Epoxy Essentials. The only thing is, when you get them, You get 2 sheets. One sheet is silver and one sheet is clear. And I wrote a little note, use only 3 per card, just because I think I'm going to have to buy 1,000,000. Could I use that? 1,000,000 little drops. So I'll put on, I'm going to try to get the glue from underneath it. I'll do this time, whoops, 2 round and 1 drip. These are more diamond shape. I have to get that order in quick. Look at that. I think I want something peach. Makes me hungry. Okay, so we have the outside done. So now for the inside, because there's these flowers here, I want to try to do something with the flowers, I think. Well, first of all, happy birthday. What words go with happy birthday? Have a peachy day. That's great. Ooh, let's celebrate you. Have a peachy day. But could I get them lined up? Well, I'll try. Sweet as a peach. Have a peachy day. Oh, and you know what I did on this one? I did a little bit of the dauber. I'm going to do that again. Because sometimes I'm fancy like that. So I'm going to get it cleaned off. And then go into the lighter color. Then with the dauber, just a few areas, make them a little darker. No idea how that's going to come out, but I'm sure it'll be just fine. Have a peachy day. I kind of rocked it. Kind of made it look crooked. Let me see how it would look plain. Yeah, it's a little bit lost. Ooh, that's really dark. Okay. Try one more time. Maybe I won't put ink on this. I'll just go directly to... Okay, and I won't rock it this time. Now make it straight. That's perfect. And then, to a sweet friend, it's your day. Have a peachy day. That's kind of repetitive. Let's celebrate you. I like that one. Let's celebrate you. Have a peachy day. Okay, that's good. So now over here, should I do peaches and? No, I think I'm going to do just flowers. So the flowers, I think those will be blue. Not too many of them. And I like that little center thing. This thing. So cute. I'll hold this up. I hope that you could see how cute this is. I don't know why it tickles me so, this little flower center, but it does. I like that. I like it like that. Can you see that flower? So, oh, you could see it. Isn't that cool? Okay, and a few, there's this other teeny tiny flower. Oh, I think there might be, it's like a trio of little flowers. What's this one right here? Oh, and look at the little leaf. Okay, a few of those, and then that will be good. So I'll start with a lighter color. Probably should have had more of a plan, but that's okay. clean that off. And then do a few of this. Ooh, that's dark. Just a few. Okay, that looks good. And then tiny little leaves. Is this card getting too busy? It's because I'm having too much fun. If it wasn't so darn adorable. So which ones? You know what? I think the leaves fit the bigger flowers. Maybe not that one. This is so cute. I'm going overboard. Maybe I could stamp over that one. I don't like how pale it is. Voila. Okay, so that's the inside. I'm going to try to stop. Oh, I really like those flowers. Okay, so this made for quite a fun day. It's so happy. Look at that with all the colors. I love it when it has the border. Okay, so thank you for tuning in. This is a great, fun project. Just what I needed and easy. This is Jillibling. I'll put all the products used and paper cut sizes on my blog, which is jillibling.com. And I hope to see you this next week or see you next time. Thank you. Bye.